All right, y'all. Welcome back to another Be For Real, where I'm answering questions found all over the internet. Now, this one is going to be about people that's asking questions related to self growth, purpose, and just becoming the best version of themselves. So let's go ahead and let's get into it.
This world is mine for the taking. I wanna take a risk. Is it worth what I'm making? They told me go to school, get the degree. I got the degree. Instead of living my dreams, I follow society. In a career, and I hate that I did. I'm hiding talents that I had since I was a kid. I wanna break free, but it's stability, insurance, and pension. Yeah, all of that is guaranteed.
So the first one says, I've outgrown certain friends, but I feel guilty for pulling away. How do I deal with that guilt? Now, here's the thing. I get that sometimes we feel bad for pulling away from people and to separate ourselves from people. But at the end of the day, if you know that you're growing and you know that it's what you need to do to grow, that may be the best thing for you. You can't feel guilty for that. People can feel how they feel regardless. You have to do what's best for you. You can't let the guilt stop you from separating yourself if you need to. And it's okay to do that. Sometimes we do outgrow people. Sometimes people are no longer on the same wavelength that we are. So I can't tell you how to feel, but you shouldn't feel guilty. You shouldn't feel guilty. And if anything, you should feel a sense of release, a sense of being closer to your purpose, because if you know that you're outgrowing them, that means that you're only growing. So you're only getting closer to where you need to be. Definitely don't feel guilty. I keep forgiving people who hurt me because I don't want to be bitter. Does that make me weak or strong? It makes you strong. It makes you strong because it's not easy to forgive. Now, if it's a situation where your forgiveness means that now you're letting them back in so immediate, then that's where it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say you're weak in that situation if that was the case, but I just don't know because I feel like forgiveness is, but damn, maybe I'm getting a learning lesson right now because when you think of forgiveness, it's releasing whatever hurt that person did to you. It's releasing that. It's and I stop because I don't want to say it's giving them a second chance because technically it is giving them a second chance if you're releasing whatever they did to you, but I don't know. I just struggle with that. So that's why this one's hard for me because I really struggle with forgiveness. It's one of those things where it's like I can let go of whatever pain. And let me not even say that because sometimes I feel like I still hold things against certain people. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like for me, I can let go of what happened or I can look past what happened. I may not fully let go. I feel like I put up boundaries. That's what I do. Like if someone hurts me or if someone does something to me and I have to forgive them, I would I would look past it. I would definitely look past it. But there's going to be some type of boundary I put up. There's going to be some type of boundary so that you can't affect me in the way that you affected me before. And like I said, I don't know if that's a bad thing. It could be a bad thing. Maybe it's not real forgiveness. Maybe it's something I need to work on. And yeah, I've been consistent, but I'm not seeing results. How do I stay motivated when progress feels invisible? Sometimes progress is not physical. Sometimes progress is not physical. We could be making so many steps forward and not even realize it because we're so focused on where we're not when we want to be somewhere else. So it's like progress is not always physical. It can be internal. It can be your mindset changing. And as I said, maybe it's a situation where you're so focused on where you're not that you're not even realizing that you've made progress. So definitely don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Be patient with yourself. It's going to come. What you got to do is just be consistent. Just be consistent. Keep going after whatever it is that you want. The more consistent you are, the better your chances are of achieving whatever it is you want. The moment you get in your feelings and feel like, okay, nothing's paying off, like what am I doing? And then you stop, how can you ever get to where you want to be? So you just got to make sure you keep going. How do you keep believing in yourself when your environment doesn't support your vision? You got to change your environment. You got to change your environment. Because if you're in an environment where you have people that don't see the same goals or don't see the same vision that you have for yourself or don't believe in your vision, then you got to change who you're around. Because how can you talk to them about your successes? When something's going good for you, or when you make a step towards your goal or a step towards your vision, and you go around people who don't believe in it, how can you? No, that's never gonna work. That's never gonna work. It's one of those things where it's like, and that's why I'm so selective about who I keep around me, because not everyone has the same mindset that I have. Not everyone's able to have real life conversations. Some people, they don't they just talk about things that I don't care about. Like, let me just be honest. Some people just talk about things that I don't care about, like things that maybe happen in the media, things that's on TV, things that, no, I don't really care about that stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, I will engage in conversation about it, but I don't really care about that stuff. Tell me how you hustling. Tell me what you overcame. Tell me what goals you have. Let's talk about that. That's the type of conversations I'm on. How are you improving yourself? What can I learn from you and what can you learn from me? Like, that's the type of stuff I like to be around. Like, the friends that I have, like, we talk about stuff like that. That's the stuff we talk about. And that's why I've been so close with them for so many years, because that's stuff we talk about. But yeah, I don't even know how we got there. I don't even know how we got there, but that environment needs to change. That's how we got there. Change your environment. Definitely change your environment. You are the people that you keep around. They say that we're the average of the 5 people we have around, and that's some real stuff, because it's like, think about it. You attract who you are. The people that you hang with, y'all have some type of commonality. Y'all have some type of shared interest as to why y'all around each other. And if you know that that environment doesn't support you, and that environment it's not an environment you can grow in, you got to change that environment. How do you know if you're chasing a dream or forcing something that's not meant for you? I feel like you just know. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like it just happens naturally. So if you feel like you're forcing something, and it's hard for me to even describe this, what I'm trying to say. It's really hard to, I don't know. I feel like when something's for you, it just comes so easily. It's like I'm not saying it's not challenges. It's definitely gonna be some type of challenges, but those challenges are worth overcoming because it just feels so right. If that makes sense. Like, I know what I want to say, but it's hard for me to describe it. It's hard for me to describe it, but I really feel like when you know, you just know. If you know something's for you, you're going to feel that it's for you. If you have to question something, and when you're questioning it, it's not growth based questioning you're doing, then it's not for you. And what I mean by growth based, I said growth based. And what I mean by growth based questioning, it's like, how can I get better at this? How can I grow in this? How can I succeed in this? Like, those are the growth based, that's really a tongue twister. Growth based questioning that will help you know if it's your dream. That's all I got for y'all today. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Tell me what y'all would answer some of these questions with. Like I said, I be so in my head sometimes that I be hoping I give some sound advice, but let me know what y'all feel. Tap in.